Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jedith, and in true Blizzard fashion, the ring we're all getting as borrowed power in patch 11.0.7 was buffed last minute. And now we need to talk about it because there's some things that you need to know. So first of all, the way that they've chosen to buff it is by increasing the item level. On the PTR, the ring was capping out at eye level 639, I believe. And it was just slightly better than a best in slot ring that we had before. Now, according to this post, the ring will be starting at 639 and going all the way up to 658. So each week you'll get an item by going through the campaign on the Siren Isle, and after 6 weeks, your ring will be up as high as it can go at 658. So this is important because the effect gems that will be socketing into this ring and the stamina actually scale up in power based on the eye level of the ring itself. So essentially, what we thought was the end point of the ring on the PTR is actually now the starting point of the ring. So it's a pretty substantial buff. This change makes the ring so much better, and you'll actually want to wear it now, which is great. You'll get the ring as soon as you start doing the story quests that take you to the Siren Isle, and then you'll start to find the citrine gems as you quest, do events, and kill rares. Okay, so which gems will you be using? I'll start by telling you the sort of safe build. There's another setup with a really good interaction, but I'm not 100% confident that it won't get changed or fixed. So let's start with the simple setup. For single target, you'll use Thunderlord's Crackling Citrine, which is the single target damage proc. You'll then use Fathom Dweller's Ruined Citrine, which is mastery, and every other gem scales off of your total mastery. And Windsinger's Ruined Citrine, which is just a big chunk of your highest secondary stat. Now for AoE, it is slightly different. You'll use Stormbringer's Ruined Citrine, which gives you a big chunk of every stat. Fathom Dweller's Ruined Citrine, again, mastery and mastery scaling. And Windsinger's Ruined Citrine, again, highest secondary stat. Okay, now, the broken interaction option comes from the legendary Skipper's Citrine, this one right here. So, your spells and abilities have a chance to cast a random singing citrine effect at 150% effectiveness. Basically, this can trigger the effect of any of the 11 other citrine gems in the game. It doesn't matter if you have them in your ring or not, it can trigger them. A good portion of them are actually damage, whether that be direct damage or from stats. So if it happens to proc one of the stat gems that you already have, you'll get that gem's effect at 150% effectiveness. And the stat gem seems to be a little bugged right now, so you actually get a lot more than 150%. Now, where the craziness comes in is that it can proc the effect of the Roaring War Queen's Citrine. That's a mouthful, that's hard to say. But what this does is your spells and abilities have a low chance of triggering the Singing Thunder Citrine effect of 4 nearby allies. So the idea is you get everyone using the legendary Skipper's Citrine, everyone is proccing double stats, and sometimes cleaving onto each other with Mad Queens, and essentially getting way more procs of everything. So yeah, this is kind of a crazy broken interaction, and depending on how good it ends up being, it may or may not get fixed pretty quickly. And just looking at quick sims, using that one gem in a scenario where 4 other people are also using it almost doubles the value of the entire ring. You can see here it goes up to plus 50,727 from a different setup where it doesn't use that one, 26,952. So if this stays and the word spreads, this is a gem that everyone will be using all the time. Now, with that broken gem out of the way, let's take a quick look at one of the other most impactful citrine gems, the Fathom Dweller's Ruined Citrine. So this one gives you a large amount of mastery. Again, that will scale with the eye level of the ring. And then, in addition, all other singing citrine effects are increased based on your total mastery. And this one can also be procced at 150% effectiveness, by the way. So this gem is incredibly good for any class or spec that leans heavily into mastery, so Havoc DH would be one of them. The more mastery you're able to get, the more it will be able to scale up all of your other gems. Now the thing with this gem is that it doesn't adjust the scaling dynamically. So it only adjusts to how much mastery you have when you equip the ring. And it'll recalculate if you zone, resurrect, or change a piece of gear. So what this means is that when you use something like, say, Skarden's Grace in your opener, that gem won't adjust dynamically once you've entered combat and pressed the trinket. But if you're able to do something like unequip your ring, pop your trinket as your raid team is summoning everyone and gathering up, then put the ring back on while you have the effect of the trinket, you'll get essentially a big juiced up ring. But again, you'll have to keep all of your gear equipped, including that trinket, and if/when you die, because you're probably progging, you'll go back to a regular level of gem scaling. Now, this is definitely something that is going to get fixed, I can assure you, and I'm sure people will find some creative ways to abuse this, so use it at your own risk. Anyway, I hope everyone has fun tomorrow/today, or whenever you're watching this video. I'll be streaming as soon as the servers come up. Link to my Twitch channel will be down in the description. Come hang out and say hi. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.